Salamander!
Yo, how's it going on guys? It is Beyblades here. Welcome to the first episode of our series, Beyblade Burst Profiles. In this series, we will be covering different bladers across each season of the Burst anime and giving you guys an overview to the characters as a whole. Now, with all of that said, our first character will be Suo Genji. His name in the English dub is Suo Genji, however, his name in the Japanese dub is Goshuin Suo. He is also the former member of the Beigoma Academy Bay Club. His debut in the anime is in Beyblade Burst Turbo Episode 2, Achilles vs Fornius. So here's his battle record from the Turbo anime. He's had 14 battles, 6 wins, 7 losses and 1 draw, so not too bad. When Suo was younger, he used to live in Canada, but then he moved to Japan. This is where he became friends with Fubuki Sumie. The pair grew up together and became the golden duo for Beigoma Academy. This even led the team to victory at the national tournament. When Turbo starts, Suo seems to be a background character who watches Fubuki train, but once he finds out about the Lunar Cup, as well as getting his new Beyblade Heat Salamander, his personality starts to change. And this is due to Fubuki defeating him easily when he got his new Bey, Emperor Fornius, leading him to have a lot of hatred towards Fubuki and ends up training on his own. Once the Lunar Cup comes around, he quickly defeats Toka away in the first round before moving on to the semi-finals where he battles Fubuki and manages to win the battle with a burst finish. After this, he battles Iga in the finals, but to his frustration he loses, and for the remainder of the tournament he watches from the sidelines. The next time we see Suo have a main appearance is when the Battleship Cruise begins, as he is one of the 8 bladers who participates. During the tournament, Suo gets to battle all of the participants and even faces against Fubuki once again, with this time the outcome being in Fubuki's favour. After he loses against Fubuki, he is eliminated from the cruise. Furthermore, he gets ready to leave back home, but before he does that, he makes Fubuki promise that he will not lose against anyone else other than himself, which he agrees to. From this point on, Fubuki plays the role of a supporting character and only really appears to help out Iga along with the Bay Club. Suo has pale skin, yellow eyes and white hair that covers his right eye. He wears a black and red coat with a yellow fur trim and also a white suit beneath it, along with a lime green and purple tie. He also wears a black and yellow gauntlet on his right arm. Suo almost always keeps his eyes closed, but when his bangs move to the left, it reveals the right side of his face, and he has a dark magenta shade zigzag mark on his right cheek. This is when his darker side takes over, as his voice becomes more deeper and throatier. Suo's normal personality is very polite as well as calm. However, when he is in his dark mode, he becomes much more fierce and aggressive, and he'll even speak his mind and tell other people how he really feels about them. For example, when he tells Fubuki that he was irritated because he surpassed him so easily after getting a new Bey. Suo's first Beyblade was pre-turbo, being Raging Rocktavor Knuckle Unite. His second Beyblade was Boom Kauza 2 Glive Orbit, and this was at the beginning of the series. And lastly, his current and main Beyblade is Heat Salamander 12 Operate, which is a balance type, and it was also created using his family heirloom called the Dragon Fang. His special moves used in Turbo were Swirling Inferno, Rain of Sword Fire, and Crimson Lotus Blaze. Suo has only had a few achievements, first being he was a competitor at the Battleship Cruise tournament, runner-up at the Lunar Cup, and in the past helped Fubuki lead Beigoma Bay Club to win nationals, which even Volt couldn't do. And lastly, here is some trivia. It was revealed in episode 6 that in the past Suo used to train all the time with Louis in Canada, however he was no match for him, so he strived to beat him one day. Number 2. Suo is the first Burst character to own 3 different bays. And lastly, number 3. Suo is the first character introduced in Turbo who is left-handed. And with that, this brings the first episode of Beyblade Burst Profiles to an end. I really hope you all enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy it, please give the video a like and subscribe if you're new to see more Beyblade Burst content. And lastly, comment who would you like to see in the next episode. With all of that said now, I will see you guys in the next one. Take care.